Hello and welcome to this video series where we're checking out submissions to the Dungeoncrawler Gamejam of 2023. This time we will have a look at Sundered Helix, a game made for the Dungeoncrawler 2023 Gamejam. Gameplay. In a dungeon, the game moves at real time. You can move whenever you like to, but so can the enemies. However, combat has a restriction on timing of attacks. Every character has an act bar. When this is full, that character can perform the selected attack. There's also the freeze button that will pause the time, but allow you to still give action orders to your 4 party members. So it's basically real time with pause. So that will be very interesting to see in a crawler environment. I know of Fall of the Dungeon Guardians, which did actually a quite decent implementation, but with this bar, instead of having an auto attack and an additional action and so on, that will be very interesting to see. Future plans: there will be a version 1.1 update soon after the rating period for the jam ends. Just as a reminder or clarification, I'm recording this video now shortly after the jam because I'm a judge and I basically need to play the original version which was sent in to the jam. But when you are watching this video now, there will probably be this 1.1 update already, and you can find a link down in the video description to itch.io with the update most probably. So, disclosure for game rules: about half of the pixel art in the game was made prior to the jam start. Well, that's fine. And credits: programming Mike Dobish, Brown Code Garrus, ZV33 Games, pixel art by Pokeball, and from Human Hard Drive itch.io, music and sound effects by lisamichele, fonts, okay, and shader. Alright, so let's have a look into Sundered Helix. And here we are in the menu. So first credits, right? Pokeball, lisamichele, Mike Dobish. Alright. And then the settings. We can actually adjust that stuff. And I did adjust it already. However, again, thanks for not setting everything at 100% at startup. That's much appreciated. Then how to play. Standard thing, F to freeze time. Click on party member portrait to access a list of actions they can perform. Act bar is filled up and the action is selected. Action will be executed. Alright. New game. Select 4 party members from these 8 choices. You can assign the name and select the character portrait here as well. Yeah, I already looked at that, but unfortunately we only have a male and a female portrait. So, yeah. For first-time players, it is recommended that you select your party in one of 3 ways. Select the entire top row, select the entire bottom row, select 1 member from each column. Note HP per level is adjusted by the body attribute modifier, and MP likewise with the mind attribute. Yeah, and this is something which is often in games problematic, and I guess it's here as well, depending on whether or not you can increase the attributes on level ups. Because unless it's a roguelike, it's the problem is that basically you are forced to have a high body stat at the start, because that way you don't miss out on any hit point gains per level up, unless the game has that so that it retroactively gives you back the points for body. But this is I mean, I don't know how it's implemented in this game, and for a jam environment it doesn't matter anyways because the game is too short for it to really matter. But for like real commercial games, HP per level stat based with stats you can increase is almost always a bad idea, unless you really make sure that you're not losing out. Otherwise you will basically need to max body first. Anyways, we should select 1 character of each row, right? So Clara, let's have can we? Oh no, I don't want to make up names. Name thy party member. Eric. Eric is Clara, Eric, Yvonne, and Helena. Okay. And set name Xerxes, because that's, well, Xerxes usually is a mage usually has a name with an X or a Z, right? But it doesn't matter. So I will use Clara and Helena as mage so that I can distinguish them with a female portrait. So that one is a mage, right? MP per level is 10, MP per level is 8, HP per level is 8. So this is the more balanced approach. And this one has archery and this one has spears. But this is a stun, and stun is interesting to check. So here we have 3 melee skills, here's just 1, and HP per level is 12, and this is 10. So this one looks to be more interesting, also just for checking it here. Then we've got basically 2 rogue selections. This one fights with archery, this one with muzzle loaders. Muzzle loaders sounds cool. So we are fighting with guns. We will see. Then lastly we have some kind of priest and cure wounds, firebolt, same spells basically. MP per level is 12 here, which is much more than 6, so I guess I will just go with that one. Alright, and we start our adventure. You and your party have spent your lives growing. I don't like this font, which makes like a W to this N with a thing. Yeah. Growing up under the twin suns on Helix Prime. There are stories that the astral Metanox, who came from the stars, made humans and chimeras in their own images. They suddenly left to return to the stars. There are legends as well of their occasional return, bringing weapons, technology, and magical knowledge beyond the greatest minds on the planet. These are no legends. You have heard that a cave called Martio's Tomb, a place a great hero was supposedly buried in a cave-in, has a hoard of treasure hidden within. While the trip has not yet been fruitful, you have heard the sounds of the undead further in. Unfortunately, an earthquake has caused a cave-in just moments later. With luck, you can find a way out and avoid Martio's fate. Okay, so we have been in already. The trip has not been... You have heard the sounds of the undead. So we just entered, right? And basically the thing caved in, and now we can't go back. Oh, there's an enemy running around. There's a zombie. Why is Helena almost dead already? Freeze time! Time frozen. Okay, and I have limited time to issue commands. Stun. Great axe. So I can freeze the time. Dual shots. And firebolt. And firebolt. Okay. Firebolts. Can we hit this guy? I'm not sure. Yeah, I think we can. Freeze. Firebolt. Firebolt. Dual shots. Reload. Dual shots. Firebolt. Yeah, selecting the target is a bit of a problem. The target is a bit of a problem. Great X. Reload, and this reloading is also not that great. So, yeah, it's real time with pause, with a limited amount of pause time, which is kind of cool. But it's very strict, so maybe a little bit more would have been nice, so that you're not constantly just going around. Also, the selecting target is one of the things where I'm usually saying that it's a great thing to have, because it adds a lot of it adds tactic in a very easy way, so that you have like 3 characters or so, and 3 enemies, and one of them is weak but does a lot of damage, and so you can decide what enemy you want to select. But in this case, it's an additional click every single time, and this is a bit yeah, problematic in this kind of very hectic environment. So I want to say that the perspective is Firebolt, and dual shots. Great X, he probably won't be able to attack yet. Firebolt. Also, they don't have a casting time or anything like that. Alright. And this is... No, this goes away. Alright. So, we have... Let's talk about the perspective. We can't loot them, right? And we also cannot move backwards. That's super weird. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, that makes demonstrations and so on also a bit more weird. That's really unnecessary. In any case, so the perspective is pretty much perfect in regards to we can see a wall left and right and some floor, so we have orientation of where we are. One thing which is weird though is the... like this, it doesn't look like this is a 9-to-9 room. It looks like this might only be 1 tile. And this, I think, is because the tiles, the perspective is using... maybe the perspective is too wide a bit. The tile should be a little bit narrower, or the tile is... yeah, it's too... you can... I think I had that with another game in a different way. Like, this thing here from there to there looks bigger than this from there. But let's use an overlay from another game just as a comparison and to see whether or not I'm right there. So... yeah, because you can't move back. Let's go there. So we know that... yeah, no, this is good. So we can see that here... no, here is the end of the current tile we are standing on. Then we have the next tile, which is this. It's just 1 tile. This is the next tile, and then the tile after that. And now I will use Legend of Grimrock, an overlay, and there you can see basically what I mean. There, this base tile is a little bit further in, and this is also a little bit further in, and so the tiles are also a bit deeper. You have more space in the depth. And that means that it doesn't look like this weird proportions that this is wider than that, because in the other one, it's in Grimrock, it's going a bit further. And this is, I think, because of the field of view. We can also use a Lens of Lore as an example. Let me quickly, I think the opacity is a bit high. Maybe that way it's a bit better. No, not really. 1 second. Yeah, like this. So you can see that here, this in that case, you still see the tile you're standing on, and then still at almost the same length, you have the next tile ending already. This is, however, also a bit wider than long, so this might actually be closer to what this game is doing. But yeah, I think that there is a slight field of view change I would like to see here. Yeah. Also, you're very much upfront with that wall then, right? So it's, yeah, maybe a little bit more on the tile you're standing on. And then a little wider for the tiles which are to come. Alright, but this is mostly just like nitpicking, it's not a problem. Yeah, maybe that's a thing. You can't move backward because it might be too easy to kite enemies that way. But I mean, you can turn and run really fast anyways, so I don't see too much of an advantage there. They don't want to follow. Are they attacking around? Yeah, they can attack diagonally apparently. Can we also shoot diagonally? Apparently we can. Do we need to click on an enemy? Yes. Clara has really reached level 2. Yeah, this is a bit of a weird concept. This was incorrect. Reload. I'm not sure if they have an unlimited amount of mana. One more. Actually, when we are selecting a target, the game automatically freezes, but let's see. Yeah, if we are selecting the target in freeze mode, it's not halting that. Maybe that should be something which is also being done. Oh, no, I didn't want to switch line. I didn't see that actually. So he's in the front, back, back, back. Okay, that's cool. Firebolt. Firebolt. And the next one. I mean, he is relatively slow, but yeah. Okay. It's getting darker. Need to get some orientation here. Okay, so this is one big room. Firebolt. Firebolt. Reload. I don't see that we are running out of mana. She has a bit of mana consumption. Helena is still completely full. And I think enemies are just a little bit stupid. She is burning through the mana. Okay. Let's see if we have some kind of inventory. Open inventory. Oh, nice. That's really sophisticated here. If it's also working. Oh yeah. And a proper grid here. Nice. Unfortunately, you cannot easily switch between characters. Or can we? No. So we would need to open the inventory on the characters separately. Ah, okay, this is the ground. So we can dump items to the ground. And then... Okay, but they don't have anything. I also didn't see anything lying around on the floor. But let's just check. Nothing on the floor. Okay. We can't destroy that thing. Yeah, this looks like the texture, like this would move or something, because that's another tile or a block or something. But I think this is just because it's some 3D engine which has issues. Alright. But we have... Oh, we have also interact. I didn't see that. So is that interact? Ah ha 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 ha! Alright. So we have healing potion and stuff. And mana potion. Well, he doesn't need a mana potion. Can we just dump the stuff into another character? No. Ah, this is gold. This is arrows, which we don't need. And this is gold. Okay, there are no icons for that yet. Oh, and we have limited amount of rounds. Shotgun shells. This is a mobile phone. Okay. Muzzleloader ammo. Shotgun. There's a lot of ammo. Alright. Yeah, it's a bit... unfortunate that we cannot switch around the characters. Ah, he also has a sword, a spear. One of the oldest weapon designs still in use today. Critical chance, accuracy, speed penalty 1 second. The knowledge of these and similar designs were a gift from the astral Metanochs. It is inferior to many of their other weapons, but the secrets of smokeless powder elude the best alchemists of Helix Prime. Well, he will just get all the ammo. Can we right click on that? No. Can we double click? No. Alright. And the mobile phone we leave back. We don't need the mobile phone in here. Alright. Let's check this stuff then. Interact. Oh yeah. Right leg and left leg. Uh-huh. More often a blade of office than a main weapon, but some warriors favor it with a shield. 1d6, 1d12. Now we don't need that. Alright. Ah, now these are automatically populated. Nice. Okay. Open inventory. Oh no. Interact. Close. Interact. Close. Interact. And of course this is stupid. Interact. Cool, cool. Alright. Did we clear that? No. What's that? Machine guns? Yeah, I mean, having the inventory is great, but I would like to switch around characters because that way it takes a bit forever. Okay. Flintlock rifle. Flintlock pistol. 1d10, 1d12. But he had 2 of them. And this is only 1, so it's probably better to just use what he has. We don't need the sword. Double barrel shotgun. 2d8. Has a penalty of using one-handed of 2. I'm not sure what exactly 2 means. Maybe it's less damage. A trapdoor rifle. 2-handed, speed penalty 1 second. 2d10. But there's not the most powerful produced by. It doesn't list which ammo they are using, right? Let's use the shotgun in one hand. Alright, we don't need that. And they don't have like a price or something. Not that we can also sell them at some point, which would also be awesome, but I doubt it. Okay, yeah, more chests. Open inventory. Not open inventory. Interact. More armor for Eric. Yeah. Interact. We really can't switch the characters around. No. Okay. This is right arm. Very weird. Right leg. Wooden shields. Okay. Interact. Alright. Interact. What's that? A maze. Okay, but this looks ugly. I don't want that. Leather right arm. Okay, needs to be worn by someone else. And the left leg. Okay, we also put that on someone else. Spear, we don't need that. This we don't need either. Close inventory. Interact. He gets... No, he already has that. Okay. Close. Interact. You get this and that and this. Alright. And I think that's all for this first level. As you find the exit to this accursed cave, you are greeted by the bright light of the twin suns. Before the vision of you and your party begins to blur slightly, then fades to black. You see a vision of a woman in what seems to be a temple, mostly silhouetted by a bright light from behind. She speaks in a language you have never heard in your life, and yet you understand everything. The World Eater is coming to your planet. We did our best to stop his rampage millennia ago. He is possessed of an unnaturally eternal life. His heart was cut out and it still beats. However, he slept. It was thought permanent as long as they are separate, but he stirs from his slumber. You will need the blessings of the goddess of death herself. The dagger called Rumor's Fang is such a blessed artifact, but the power of the life within the still beating heart will repel it alone. You will need to find both the Fang and the heart, which was hidden on your planet, and take both to the altar of annihilation and perform your sacrifice to Mother Earth. Alright. Oh, now we are in the town. Okay, cool. I don't think I can save though. Doesn't look like I can. And we can actually trade. Okay, if I knew that, I would have kept the stuff and sold it. We cannot access... No, yeah, well, actually there's the inventory. Yeah, now we have party funds 350. Well, actually I have found money, so yeah, it was not unlikely that we also find this stuff here. What's that? Oh, battle rifle magazine. Alright. What's that? Throwing knives. Flintlock rifle. Longbow. Black powder bomb. Let's buy this black powder bomb because I want to test that. We have a combat knife. Nice. Flintlock pistol. Great axe. The same. Yeah, I don't think I need the other stuff. Actually, let's buy the left arm. Alright. Exit trade. Enter the Banescar Caves. Firebolt. Dual shots. Firebolt. He has no mana anymore. Firebolt. Alright. And he can't attack. Why can't he attack? Dual shots. Die. Firebolt. I don't know why he can't attack. Spear. Reload. Firebolt. Yeah, if you don't use the pause thing, you're basically busy just repeating the same spell over and over. Dual shot. Spear. I don't know why he is unable to use his weapon. Ah, because this thing is two-handed. Alright. Well, never mind. We don't need a shield. So we don't have any information about the hit points though, right? We only have the damage stuff here. So let's use a potion then. Didn't he have all the Didn't I give him all the potions? Well, it doesn't matter. Now he gives them inventory. Use healing potion. Ah. Okay. Alright. Let's see. I mean, we still have this guy with the flintlocks and probably enough ammo. We can just approach them from the other side now. Dual shot! Firebolt. Reload. Dual shot. 8x. Reload. Spear. Dual shot. Spear. Yeah. Ah, they are. I didn't see that. They just keep attacking. Okay, that's cool. Alright, let's open that with this character. So maybe there is some healing stuff. More guns. We don't need them. Double barrel shotgun. Okay, maybe we need that one. Okay. Close. Interact. Maybe I should just use some of these potions. Why not? Use magic potion. Yeah, they're not super effective. Okay. Interact. No, there's nothing left. Interact. So here's the bomb which I wanted to test. We also have this other shotgun. Let's use that shotgun. Dual wielding shotguns. Alright. Yeah, the chests are a bit unfortunate, so they should have a graphic, of course. Alright. Interact. Yeah, I think my biggest issue at the moment is actually just the inventory management and switching characters and so on. That's a bit annoying, especially like with these small buttons, and it feels a bit finicky. You're missing the overview, and then you need to close, open, close, open, close, open. That's a bit yeah, a lot of clicking for not a lot of actions. huh? No secret here. No. We were in this room already, right? Yeah, and you get tons of loot. Maybe even too much loot for how little combat there is. Interacts. I'm just dropping the stuff here now. I mean, we can also just dump the guns on some characters so that we will sell them later on. If we are getting out here. Alright. No, this one. Dual shot. Spear. Spear. Axe. So they will keep attacking. Interact. Yeah. He has got a full inventory now. Use ceiling. He can take this. Interact. And something like double clicking to get it into the inventory. I mean, everything to make the inventory usage smoother and quicker would be helpful. Interact. Also, you wouldn't need to have 4 interact buttons and you could just press space instead. I think we had that, right? No, we didn't. Yeah, now I need to close it again. Interact here. Alright. But this one I had already. Yeah. There are 2 more enemies. That's the same room. Reload. Not bad. Yet -1 shot, so then something might be wrong there. Reload. So now we are freezing the time. Double shots. Spare attack. Great axe. Spare attack. And dual shots at the next guy. Great axe. Spare. Dead. Alright. Reload. Spare. Dual shots. Great axe. And spear. Reload. Spear. Dual shots. Axe. And spear. Reload. Shots. Alright. They still... Maybe I can even loot them and get interact. No, we can't loot them. And there's nothing on the floor. Open inventory. Maybe that's better. I don't want to loot even more. Use healing potions. Alright. Yeah. Interact. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I wanted to check out the bombs. I also don't see where he is using up anything. I think he just has tons of ammo. Everyone has bombs now. It's the same size. Alright. Okay. Next chest. Interact. Alright. He is also... No, he has space. Another bomb. And of course, some more rifles. Oh, this is a big rifle. Yeah. Ah, okay. There's the end of the dungeon. Maze. Can't use that. Interact. And interact. Yeah, now I need to find who can still use that thing, but probably nobody. Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit tedious. Okay, and I also don't want to check who still got space left, so I will just leave that. Deep within Banescar Caves, you have found a dagger. That was a strange aura about it. Did we find one? I don't remember. It has a skull upon its pommel, but otherwise it's unassuming. This is Dromos Fang. You leave the safe. The caves, safes, feel as though someone is smiling upon you from above. Alright, so let's trade again and sell all our junk here, if that's possible actually. Yes, it is. Flint rock rifle. We probably should keep these in case we run out of ammo, even though that's unlikely. We have tons of money, so we might as well... I mean, he's almost doing nothing with the sword anyways, right? 1d12. I know he has 2 times 2 damage. No, that might just be for the crit. Well. Let's just buy some armor here. And... I mean, we have tons of money, it would be kind of a waste not to. Spare. Right. Maybe they could have used a shield, or is that two-handed? No, there's a penalty. Throwing knives. Alright, everyone is equipped. We also have tons of healing potions and stuff. These are shotgun shells. No, these are muzzle loader. Shotgun shells. Okay. We might run out of these, so that way we have a nice stash. Okay, exit trade. And enter the ruins of Golgotha. There was some baddie. Reload. Dual shot. Reload. We had some level up stuff right before, but I don't think we can see. Well, we actually can see. Here's level 3. I didn't even see that before. Okay, level 3. Close. Open inventory. Level 2. Close. Open inventory. Level 3. Close. Open inventory. Level 2. Okay, we don't see. Maybe that would be nice to have. See how much XP we need to actually get to the next level. Why can't he? Something isn't working. I did have that before, right? That the inventory was cleaned. He lost all his stuff for some reason. Yeah, I think that's a bug, and I think I had this bug before. Where I said something like, doesn't matter. Now this does matter now, if we don't have any ammo. We still have some... Oh, that's muzzle. Okay, we have enough. Let's keep it there. Bomb. And some healing. Alright. Okay, the interface is not updated right away, so you have to close and reload it basically. It's now an expert. Oh, cool. Alright. There's another dude. Alright. This is the exit already. Yeah, I think we are good to go. Are you ready to venture deeper into these ruins? Yes. Okay, these textures are a bit broken. Far too big. Can we actually tell them to attack them already, even though they are too far away? I will test that next time when an enemy is very far away, so that it's obvious. like this. Great axe. Spear. Spear. And... oh, reload. Dual shot. Yeah, okay, so they are waiting, and as soon as it's in line, in range, they are attacking. That's nice. Let's just open this box. There's nothing. Dual shot. Expert in skill. Right. I will check that in a bit. Alright, open inventory. He lost his inventory again. Just empty. Yeah, that's an annoying bug. So trained, but we had one character which was now spear expert. Alright. Axis expert. Alright, cool. So yeah, we have no ammo anymore for that character. Interact. A battle rifle. Okay. But we don't have ammo for that battle rifle. Inventory. We have some 40-70 rounds here. So what item does he have here? I guess that is the one with the 40-70 ammo. And inventory. Let's drop this. Okay. Yeah, lots of shotguns. Arrows, mace, we don't need that. Yeah, too many chests and too many items, which are mostly the same, so I think a reduction for that would be fine. And there's the exit. You hear the pounding of a heart from deeper into the ruins. You find in short order a locked chest. It shakes on its own with the beating of the heart. After opening it, you find a heart twice the size of your head. It is still warm, and as you exit the cave, you feel the same presence as when you found the dagger. But you also feel a second angry grace. Angry? Great. Alright, so this guy now needs some proper ammo for his machine gun. But yeah, unfortunately I can also not rearrange stuff. So and we also cannot buy machine gun ammo. What's that? Trench gun. The Astra Metanochs call this trench gun, although no one can divine its relation to trench. This is clearly not made for digging. 2d8. It doesn't list what type of ammo it shoots. Yeah, Let's buy some shotgun shells. Yeah, I would like to double click or right click or something. Shift click, alt click, nothing is working. Yeah, I'm just filling up the inventory there. Alright, good. Oh. Okay, let us see. Interact, healing, open, no. I don't see that there's any option to use the gun, the bomb. So I'm not sure if you can even use that. Oh. A lot of baddies. Stun! Stun! We also didn't come across any situation where we would actually select a target. So that's of course also something. Either remove the target selection or actually have us fight against multiple enemies at the same time. I mean, you can select targets which are further away, so in theory it is possible. But if it's practically not used, it's just one additional click every time. And this character just lost all the items inventory. Yeah, this is annoying. Alright. One, two, three, four. Alright, and let's use the magic potions. Yeah, there are more of these. Oh, what's that? Reload. Now an expert. And there's another guy. And another one. Alright. Let's quickly check if this. And there's a magazine for the machine gun, but maybe we should keep that for later on. Ah. Interact. So I will just dump it here, because it might just happen that this also vanishes, so I don't want that. Magic potion. Goodbye. Maybe we can avoid them. Goodbye. Yeah. Let's do that. I mean, yes, we could fight all day basically, but I don't see too much of a reason to do that. We get some XP. Unless, of course, we are surrounded. I don't even know. Let's test that. Yeah, we can't run through enemies. So, if we are in a narrow corridor, that might be problematic. Interact. Okay, there's nothing. No. Okay, let's kill that guy. Stun. Yeah, I would like to have some indication about how hurt our characters are. I mean, yes, this is red, but I don't know what that actually means. Open inventory. So he has chest HP 37, but what happens if it's reached 0? I don't know. Maybe something I should actually check out. Open inventory. The healing potion did almost nothing. Yeah. 4 hit points. What the? Ah, okay. To the lair! You win! You have found the altar of annihilation. While you can feel the power of the goddess of death emanating from it. As you draw closer, the heart pounds faster in fear. You place the heart on the altar and it nearly flings itself off from its pounding. As you plunge the dagger, it spurts its blood everywhere. Some gets into your eye and everything goes dark. You have a vision of the same temple as before. You can hear the steady clicking of the woman's heels on the stone floor as she approaches you. You realize just how tall she really is as she looms over you. As she leans closer to you, can see closer to you. I feel one U is missing. You can see a necklace made of skulls hang from her neck, as well as a comforting, kind smile. She reaches her hand out and caresses your cheek. Don't worry, your vision shall return shortly. While the people of Helix Prime shall likely never understand your deeds, know that you have saved them from certain doom. The blood of the undying could have spelled your own doom, but you have been spared as a reward for your service. You wake outside the entrance to the sepulchre. your party members having carried you out and doing their best to care for you. Alright, cool. And the game automatically closed. Let me just reopen it. Alright, here we are. Sundered Helix. New game. I will just start something now. Alright. So, yeah, to basically summarize the game now. The perspective, I think, is more or less perfect. I think the sizes, maybe the field of view, there maybe a slight adjustment there, not much. Longbow, and dual strike. Pew! Actually, we can have him hit us and just see what happens if we lose enough hit points. Like one item, one thing drops to 0 or something. So yeah, perspective is pretty good. Controls are, I mean, that's instant, so there's usually not much which can go wrong, so that's also perfect. The content in the game was also pretty good, like being able to travel back to the city, and yeah, the different quest things. Maybe it would have been nice if you needed to find the item in the cave before you go to the exit. Maybe the item and the key to open the door. Okay. Now let's check. We can't even see or interact with that character. So, yeah. So it was a good thing that I didn't wait that long. Longbow. Phew. And that. Alright. Longbow. Alright, so the art in the game was also fine. Nothing too special, but everything worked well. Besides of little things like the textures in the last level were kind of bleh. And I think in the level before, like some wall textures. And the portraits were, I mean, they were okay, but like 2 portraits for party members is maybe a bit, yeah, maybe not enough. The combat also worked fine. I think I ran out of arrows. Yeah. So the combat worked fine. In the beginning I thought the freeze time was not enough, but if you can give them the attacks beforehand and they keep attacking, you don't really need that. So yeah, that's worked. That worked fine. The sound was nice, also not too special, but it worked great. And I think the biggest complaint I have in general here is the interface, and then some slight adjustments regarding items and so on. So for example, in the city you will need to be able to swap items in between characters, and also the inventory, when you open it here, you need to give it to another character to otherwise you always need to close and to open, and that's annoying with so many items. And that's maybe also a bit of an issue, that there were tons of items and the game doesn't really have like a selection of that many useful items. So maybe just half the chests would have been enough, and that would have been a bit less annoying. I mean, I only needed a bunch of items because I lost my inventory a couple of times. Of course, that's a bug which also needs to be fixed, right? But yeah, the interface was, I think, my main complaint here. I really like how the rest of the game is being set up, and it's very rare for the jam that you have this, well, let's call it deep system with a character, class, or whatever you want to call that, with skills, which of course now you cannot kind of see why, because the development now here wasn't that great. Like, you didn't really increase them much or do much with them. But nevertheless, it was implemented. You had the different specializations, level ups, and so on. You had a combat system with 4 characters, with auto attacking, and yeah, the how this all worked together was actually, it was not perfect, but it worked well, especially for a jam game. So yeah, it's a great entry. Great to see one of these like more classical crawler games here in the jam. And if you want to check it out with probably in an updated version, you will find a link down in the video description. That was Sundered Helix, and let me go back to the main menu to show the credits again. That's Mike Dobish or Brown Coat Garrus, and pixel art by Pokeball, and audio by lisamichele. Yeah, great art, great job for the pixel art. I think that was the monsters, right? And maybe the character art, I'm not sure. The character art, I mean, could have a bit more detailed. And for the level art, there could have been like, yeah, it was just a placement which was odd, like these huge. Maybe they ran out of art and then decided, okay, then let's make it much bigger, and maybe that does the job better. Yeah, and the audio was also great. I don't know if because I'm also reducing the music for these when I'm playing the game and I'm recording, because shouting against the music is a bit annoying. So I don't know how much you were able to hear that, but the audio was also pretty good. So yeah, if you want to check it out, you will find the link down in the video description, Sundered Helix. And if you're interested into seeing more videos, you will also find a playlist on the video description with all the videos I added so far. And you can also subscribe to the channel to not miss any of the new videos I publish on this channel. First about the jam, and later on the usual reviews and previews. Thank you for watching, and hope to see you again next time. Bye bye.